Hello everybody, how is it going? So, this is not the law you guys are used to looking at. I wanted to check out the new ST10 stuff, Kid, Law, Luffy. It all seemed pretty cool, but of course I had to check out Law first. Honestly, I think I'm most excited to play Kid. I think he's the one that I'll enjoy the most out of the 3 leaders. But this is the Law list I came up with. No top end really, because I figured red green law, your top end is your 5 cost, which you can play off your leader. So I wanted to keep my whole deck under 4, so I could play pretty much everything with my leader effect. This list is definitely not optimized. I also think it doesn't do great into a ton of matchups. Today I'll play against Zoro, probably be in the thumbnail, you guys will know. But it felt pretty good into Zoro, just because our leader interacts with small characters, and if we don't have to reduce them to get rid of them, the leader ability feels pretty good. It almost reminds me of Iceberg, where you're playing cards pretty much 2 cards a turn, which is kind of taxing, honestly. I kind of don't love it. It's not like Red Green Law where you take back a card, then you play a card, so you're not really going minus. Not that you're saying going minus by establishing 2 bodies, but it gets very taxing on your hand to do that every turn. But the list is, it's nothing crazy. It's 4 Otama, card's broken. I went with Nami. Because I was playing Nami, I had played 4 Jinbei, 4 Robin, 4 Beams, because this is this is OCG, so Beam's not limited. 2 of the Brook, he seems solid. He made a lot of sense just because giving -2 helps your leader effect. 4 the Vanilla Luffy, because in the OCG, Whitebeard is around, and so is other Luffy, Red Purple Luffy. So having a 6k body is pretty good, that you can also just play off your leader effect. And then the new cards, playing 4 Shachi and Penguin, 2k counter, also has a pretty good on-play effect in your early game kind of stages. 2 John Bart, just ramps 1. He's good, but I think Beppo's kind of better usually, because he's a ramp engine basically. Every time you swing with him and on play, he can ramp 1 as long as you're lower than them, which most of the time you will be. 4 Law, this card is super good. Blocker, 1k counter, and pretty much is Isho, but they have to have 7 cards in hand instead of 6. Still super strong, just ripping 2 randomly with this blocker is crazy. 4 Round Table, because it pretty much lets you out every single top end in the game with just playing a round table and then using your leader effect. Super strong interaction. 2 Jet Pistol, I kind of just wanted 2 more Straw Hat targets, and removal sounded good in a deck that I'm going to be removing a lot of stuff, so that's what I went with. And then 4 Gordon is kind of the last slot, just because attack reduction is very good in this deck. Again, your leader hit 6k bodies now with Gordon. But yeah, let's hop into the games. Alright, hopping right in. Playing against Zoro. I expected this guy to be on Red Purple Law, because his name was Room, but I was baited. I was baited. Opening hand seems solid. We have a Robin, and we have two Namis to play turn 1, so we're looking good. We're looking good. Definitely want to find. We hit a couple targets here. Probably not gonna take the Luffy. We'll just take a 2k counter, because of the Luffy isn't really too useful in this matchup. It's not like he's a 6k leader or anything like that. We could have taken a second Robin there, but we have the 1. I think it's fine. Early on, I think we want to use our leader into Penguin and Shachi, because it'll let us kind of re-ramp. Pretty much only have to -1 for our leader when we play them early on. But he'll play down a Magra, boost up Nami, give it down to leader, attack me for 6. I opt to counter out of this one because he could have went 7 with his leader, but he just goes 6, and we'll take it. Pick up another Nami. Kind of crazy. He's playing new vanilla 1 cost. Sanji, isn't he kind of just the same as Sunny? But I guess if you want a different art for him, there you go. This turn we can actually develop 2 Robins, which is pretty funny. So we'll probably end up doing that. Robin is really good against Zoro, so we could also just develop a Robin and then play down a Shachi so we don't lose too much Dawn, which might be the play as well. So -3, bottom to Sanji, and we will just end up playing the double Robin. Seemed too good. Kind of negates all of his little 1-drops. He swings his Magra at our Nami. We'll just let her go. Plays down a Nami. So many Namis. He has 2. I have one on field, one in grave, and one in hand. So I have 3. What's up? He grabs another Sanji off of that Nami search. Solid. Plays it down. Attacks me for 5. I'll take that hit because can't really attack again other than a rush Zoro, and the Zoro would just be a 1k counter, which is not too bad. We'll just drop our Nami, which doesn't feel the best, but I think it's okay. So yeah, we're only on 3 Dawn because of we used our leader effect. This turn we can use it, and we'd probably want to play down a Shachi and Penguin just to re-ramp. But we're definitely just going to bully the Zoro. We could also out the Zoro if we wanted by playing Gordon. But I guess we'll see what happens after the 2 Robin attacks on it, because it'll let us clean the rest of his board. He is already very low in hand size, so we'll clear the Magra with our Nami. And then yeah, we'll opt to Gordon. And we'll just leader ability the Zoro. And we'll play down Shachi and Penguin, and we'll re-ramp 2. So we'll be on 4 next turn. I also didn't swing. I definitely could have swinged. I think I swung. I think I just forgot. But him not having many cards is not a bad thing. So he'll put 5-6 Dawn on leader. Okay, and just goes face. Very interesting. We'll pick up another Robin. That's kind of funny. We do have a blocker, so we're like mostly safe. We'll hit him for 5, hit him for 5, and we'll probably just play the law blocker. Could also ramp one with Jean Bart. He triggers a pistol off life to kill one of my Robins. Unfortunate, we still have 1 though. And we'll play down our law to just have a blocker out so we can't get hit by an 11k swing every turn. He'll play down Fire Fist, KO our blocker and our Robin. That's very strong, but he still doesn't have much board presence, so it's not that bad. Goes 4 Dawn on lead. And he elects to clear my Shachi and Penguin, and I'm kind of cool with letting that go. Plays down a Sanji. I felt like he just kind of played that for fun, because he just allowed me to use my leader effect when otherwise I couldn't have. So I guess that's something to note. He's probably not used to playing against this deck, and I don't blame him. The deck is very new. But we'll go 3 Dawn on Nami. Attack him for 5. He'll take that hit. And trigger another pistol. Interesting, he actually decided to use it on the Nami, because I'll most likely have a better target on his turn. But I mean, fair enough. He'll counter out of the 5k leader, and then we'll use our leader ability, play down Jean Bart, ramp 1, then we'll play our Robin, and we'll pass. We could potentially die to like a rush over here, but we have 3 2ks, so I doubt that'll happen. I will counter out of the 5k hit, because, why wouldn't I? Kind of expected like a Shanks, because I know a lot of people are playing Shanks in like this format, but actually plays the 10-drop Luffy, which is I mean, he was kind of out of cards if he had to kill me that turn, and yeah, he just really couldn't. But I will put my Jean Bart to 7 to play around pistol, and it is pretty much game. We'll put the remaining 3 on for fun. So yeah, he scoops it up, and I do want to rematch because I want to see how this matchup goes. I remember a critical error on the sim happens this game, and I think it definitely lost me the game, but that's alright. Still a matchup experience. We're just going to play down a Gordon and pass. We do have a Robin again, which is pretty strong. We also have the Beppo. So we're looking pretty good. He plays down a Buggy. Picks up Beam. plays down a Makino and passes it back. So this turn is probably just play Robin and then play down either my Beppo or my Shachi and Penguin with my leader. I definitely should have just attacked with my leader first, but it's okay. Misplays happen. If he triggers a pistol here, I suck. He doesn't though. But yeah, definitely having Robin on curve against Zoro is really good. So we're immediately kind of in a good spot. But it looks like he has a Fire Fist, so we all of a sudden are not in a great spot. But his only body is the Makino, which has nothing to boost, and he's not going to be able to swing with it for a while. But he plays down a Nami and grabs a Zoro. So now the Makino is a little bit more scary. And just attacks for 5. We'll elect to pick up a round table. Round table is not really going to be anything crazy unless he plays like the Luffy, and then we can just bottom it. But honestly, Zoro can definitely win without playing any top end. He can just rush Zoros and the little weenies. But we'll just swing 5 with leader. He'll take. We'll play down Beppo. He sadly doesn't get his effect because we're tied right now. So I guess something I could have done is like play Law first and then use my leader effect, which definitely would have been better. We would have been able to ramp one. Yeah, definitely just misordered that. Unfortunate. Misplays will happen, I'm sorry. He plays down Dadan, grabs a Makino, plays down a Nami, grabs a Beam, attacks me for 5. I'll take the hit, grab a Shachi and Penguin. He'll play Zoro, attack me for 5. Can't really take this hit. We'll counter out. And we'll pass it back. We're only on 3 Dawn this turn. Would have been on 4 if I correctly ordered my last turn. So, yeah, I mean, definitely matters, but it's okay. We're just gonna put 3 Dawn on Gordon, attack leader for 5, and then we'll just be able to put him on the bottom to reduce Zoro to get rid of that threat. We'll swing 5 at life with Beppo, and we do ramp 1. It's nice Beppo doesn't need any Dawn to use his effect. Happy Beppo is actually a pretty good card. We'll swing 5 at life with leader. He'll counter for 2. We'll use Gordon, reduce it by 3. -3 over Dawn. And yeah, here's the critical misplay. I had no idea that that you could play your character and not bottom something. So I guess that other game, it wouldn't have prevented me from using my leader effect, but definitely kind of sucks because I kind of lost out on a lot of value, and I do just scoop. I'm sorry. I didn't want to play it out. I had very low hand size. I only had, 2 life, and giving him a free attacker was not something I wanted to do. So we will go to the 3rd game. We see 2 Robins. I mean, again, I feel like we have to take that. We'll pick up a Nami on their top deck. That's really strong. Nami can grab either Vanilla Luffy or a pistol. Pistol doesn't really sound the best, so we will grab the Luffy just to have another target to play off leader. Play down the Gordon and we'll pass. Goes 1 Dawn on lead, attacks me for 6. We'll take. We're not going to use the pistol. We'll try to hold it for something with a little bit more value. Goes 2 Dawn on Nami, attacks me for 5. We'll counter out with Vanilla Luffy. Again, not super imperative in this matchup. Not a 6k leader. pass it back. We'll pick up a Jinbei. So he's... How do we order this? Is there a correct way? It's probably just like Jean Bart. Also, something I didn't realize about Jean Bart is I'm pretty sure you need to tap one to use his leader effect. I don't know, it's kind of hard to see just because of the sim. So, yeah, something to note. We'll go 1 Dawn on leader, attack for 6. We'll probably just end up playing a Robin and a Beppo. Sounds like the line of play. Or I might end up playing Jean Bart and then not realizing you need to pay 1 Dawn to ramp one. I literally just realized that now. Because I was like, why does my card randomly not work? And that's why. That's why. He'll take the hit to lead. We'll play down Robin. Use our leader effect. Bottom Nami. And play down probably the Beppo. Sounds the best. It's an engine. So in a good spot. We have another Robin if he has like a Fire Fist here. Fire Fist is a very annoying card. I'll always say it. Why isn't it ace locked? I don't get it. If only we had a blocker law right about now. Be able to rip 2. Be pretty sweet. He plays a Dawn, grabs a Buggy, pulleys the Buggy, grabs a Fire Fist. Can't use it this turn, thankfully, so we'll get some value off of our Beppo and our Robin. Plays down a Brook, gives 2 Dawn to lead, attacks me for 7. I'll take that hit. We pick up another Robin. Pick up a Jean Bart. We'll go 1 Dawn on lead, or not on lead, on Robin. Attack for 5, kill the Buggy. He'll counter for 1. We'll attack with Beppo, and we'll ramp 1. He'll counter for 2. Attack with our lead for 5. He'll take that hit. Hopefully no pistol. No trigger. Very good. We kind of want to... we want to play Robin first. And then we'll use our leader effect. -3. Bottom the Brook. And... replace one of our characters for Nami. Replacing, characters doesn't feel the best, but I assumed having a lot of Robins on field would be pretty good. But seemingly my mind forgot about Fire Fist existing. So, yeah. We do get Fire Fisted on 2 of our Robins. It's like okay though, because he's not really establishing a board, and he's using 2 cards. So, I mean, it's alright. Goes 1 Dawn on lead, attacks my other Robin for 6. I like could defend it, but not really, just because he could swing in like 7 into it again. So we'll probably just have to let her go. Plays a Buggy, whiffs off the Buggy. Thank God, he was hitting everything. It's 1 Dawn on Dawn. Attacks my Beppo for 5. We will defend the Beppo. And we'll pass it back. We'll grab a Brook. Kind of a bit of an awkward turn, honestly. We want to play our Jean Bart and our Brook, but we only have 4 Dawn exactly, so we'll ramp 1 with Beppo. I don't know how much it matters the order of playing our Jean Bart and our Brook. Sadly, we won't be able to use the Jean Bart ability, which I now know is why it wasn't working at the time. So we'll play down Brook. Then we'll use leader effect, bottom to buggy, and play Jean Bart. And yeah, I was like, why no ramp? I didn't understand the one was you gotta pay one. But we are low on hand size, but we have 2 life, and we have 3 bodies on board. Technically 4 with the Gordon, but Gordon's more utility. He plays a rush Zoro. This could get a little bit scary. Goes 2 down on lead. Goes 3 down on rush Zoro. Attacks me for 9. We'll take that hit. And attacks for 7. Do we counter out? It's kind of tough. We do counter out. I think one thing I want to add to this list, just because I miss, like, I was like, in this scenario, it'd be great if I had a blocker. And only running 4 blockers with, you know, being the new law, I feel like playing at least a couple choppers, because we're already playing Nami, would be pretty strong. Just to have a little chump blocker when we need it. But we'll swing with Brook and reduce Zoro by 2. And then we'll swing the rest of our characters just probably at life for 5. And even swing Gordon. And that's what we do. He'll counter for 2. Attack 5 again. He'll eat that one. And we'll attack for 5 one more time. Counter for 2. And then we'll use leader effect. And we'll bounce the Zoro. Play down our vanilla Luffy. And pretty much this is game unless he can kill me this turn. So he needs a rush card. And that's pretty much it. If he doesn't have it, then we should be able to go for lethal next turn. Has a Fire Fist. That doesn't really matter at this point. He can clear like, what, 3 of my bodies, and like, I'll still have 1, so that's all that matters. As long as I have 1 in my leader. Goes 4 down on lead, so I kind of expected a Zoro in that split second, but then he puts 5 and 6 more, and I'm like, oh, okay, the game should just be over. Even if that is a beam, it doesn't matter. We'll draw for turn, pick up a Gordon. Should have definitely put a Dawn on Luffy. Could have completely threw this game. Well, not actually, because if he takes that hit, I can just go 9 with lead. And it'd be over the Radical Beam, so it wouldn't matter. Triggers a Radical Beam. Very interesting. So the other card probably is a Radical Beam. So we'll just swing for 10. Which works out perfectly. Oh yeah, I forgot. He kind of AFKs here for a while. But you guys probably won't see that. Well, anyways, thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you guys have any ideas for this deck. I'll definitely be down to play it again.